The 2012 preliminary and special district budget. The legal notice was published in the Penfield Post on September 22, 2011, and posted on the town website and the town clerk bulletin board. No postcards were mailed due to this being a townwide action.
Right, thank you. And Mr. Horowitz, is this properly before the board?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you very much. Back on the 7th of September, we released the 2012 tentative budget and presented that to the town board and to the community. And at that time, I'd asked Bob Beedon, our finance director and controller, to go through and give us a high-level summary of that. That night we also put the budget on the website, as we have for the last couple of budget cycles. And we put a copy in the library as well. And I would ask, and then the tentative budget became our preliminary budget, and that's what we're having our public hearing on tonight. And I would ask Mr. Beedon if he would take the next 10 or 15 minutes and just go through and kind of give us a summary 2010, where we ended up, to 2011, where we currently are, and 2012, where we're going. And consistent with what the board has looked to do is that we would, in fact, would go through and project out for several years. So with that, Mr. Beedon, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Tony. Tony explained everything that we're going to do in this presentation. Our first is our 2011 performance. Our appropriations are approximately $678,000.
There we go.
Our appropriations are approximately $678,000 below the 2011 budget. Most of that decrease is due to the we're not filling full-time positions when people retire, and that has allowed us to have a reduction in salaries for 2011. Department heads are keeping costs down. That's caused us to reduce our budget about $75,000. Insurance, we go out for bidding every year, and as a result, the quotes that we get, we're able to save about $16,603. And in our employee benefits, when we originally did the 2011 adopted budget, we had budgeted approximately 13%. And when Tony was able to get the consortium together after the budget was adopted, the cost of the town was only 1% for the increase. So that was a savings of about 12%, but overall in employee benefits, it's a huge savings of $377,352. On the revenue side, that hasn't been a very positive year because of the state aid and other factors, the economy. The state aid is down $15,808, and that's due to the reduction in youth service aid and also in our per capita aid. Local revenues are down $48,422. That's due to the decrease in permits, the decrease in inspection fees, and decrease in some of our recreation programs. And then our interest income. We had originally budgeted 1/2%, and in June, the banks knocked it down to 1/3 of 1%. So that's, even though it's a little increase, it still has an effect on the total budget for this year and where we're going to be. If it wasn't for the expenditures and keeping costs down, we would have trouble in the revenue side. As a result, we need only appropriate $213,509 for the 2011 budget, which is a very favorable variance of $537,000, which we can carry over into our 2012 preliminary budget. When we look at our 2010 through 2014 analysis, if we look at our tax rate, you can see the 2012 budget is $2.64 the same tax rate that it was in 2011 and in 2010. We had an increase in assessment growth of 1.49%. Now, not only does the town board want to look at the budget that we're talking about a year ahead, but they also like to take a look at the 3-year budget. So if there's any things that are affecting our expenditures or revenues, we can address that issue, and we have some time to address those issues. So this is just an estimate for 2013 and 14. We anticipate about a 2% increase in the assessment growth, and in 2013, a 2% increase in the tax rate, and in 2014, a 1.85% increase in the tax rate. However, the town board reviews this every August, and in 2012, they'll be reviewing the 2013 budget. That time, we'll have more information to present to see what that tax rate will be. And the same for the 2014 year. And when you take a look at this chart, you can see the town tax rate of $2.64 for 2012, and same as it was in 2011. Same tax rate as 2010 is much lower than it was in 2005 at $2.97. So there's a 33-cent savings per thousand. When we take a look at the various jurisdictions that the town of Penfield residents have to pay taxes. When we look at the Penfield Central School, the total tax represents 68.9% of that tax. Monroe County, 23.5%, and the town, 7.6%. A lot of the residents are within the Webster Central School. Those people would pay 65% of their taxes through the Webster Central School. Monroe County, 26.5%, and the town, 8.5%. In the sales tax projections from 2010 through 2014 is the data that I can get from the County of Monroe each year. So that gives us some idea where we're going to be with those projections. Working with the county, they recommended 1.5, but our town board is very conservative in the fact that we anticipate only a 1% growth because it's unknown what's going to happen in the economy. And it seems like our 1% is more accurate. 2012, we anticipate sales tax will be $2,300,000. 2013, $2,336,000. In 2014, $2,426,000. This represents 15% of our revenue. And then the bond payments affect our tax rate with the general highway and library funds. As you can see, we pay a principal and interest for the pool locker room that was approved, library project that was approved, and our land acquisition project, which was approved in April of 2002. And for 2012, our total principal and interest will go up about $9,000 to $932,174. It goes slightly down in 2013 and dramatically goes down in 2014 because that will be the year that the highway equipment paver principal and interest is paid. Then this leads us into talking about our Town of Penfield 2012 preliminary budget for the general highway and library funds. As you can see, the total appropriations from the 2011 budget is $252,896 below the 2011 appropriations. Most of that increase is from personal salaries. We're employees who are retiring, we are not filling those positions. Contractual costs is down $80,000 because department heads are keeping costs down in the departments. Insurance is down about 10% due to the fact that we can get good rates when we quote from other insurance companies. The other areas where we have some increases is in equipment for the highway department, where they will be getting equipment to fund some of their highway trucks for the 2012 year. And also cable TV will be needing equipment to be replaced. And then we have employee benefits are up, and that's due to the fact that the retirement costs went from 16.3% to 18.9%, a 2.6% increase. And of course, medical insurance went up, but not as bad as it would have been if we weren't with the consortium. Only went up about 3%. And of course, our debt service, as I showed you in the other slide, is up slightly, $8,929. On the revenue side, our taxes are up with the increase in assessment growth. Our sales tax is up $70,000, about 3%. Our state aid takes a dramatic drop because we lost the partial state aid that we have for real property taxes, parcel aid that we normally get every year, about $52,000. That's gone in the 2012 budget from the state. Plus, we have a reduction in per capita aid and another reduction in our youth services aid. Local revenues are down from 2011 due to permits being reduced, and also some of the inspection fees are reduced. So the net effect to balance our budget for the 2012 budget is $463,970, which is a reduction in our surplus from 2011 of $287,116.